something I'd like to announce just real quick while we're here. I have started a little challenge thing. So in the thumbnail of every episode of a series, like Satisfactory, Portal, or Half-Life, I will be hiding something within the thumbnail, and the first person to guess it, whether it be in the comments or in my Discord server, I will be giving a small little shout out at the beginning of the episode following it being found. So, happy hunting. So I may have gotten a little carried away in my spare time, but I mean, our factory's looking pretty good, if I do say so myself. So let me just run through everything real quick. So we have two set up just here, making this fuel stuff. What is it called? Heavy oil residue. So these are just making plastic and heavy oil residue to come into here to make fuel. And then this is going into here just so that we have... Okay, so there is a problem when it comes to making straight plastic and fuel. It's that when this fills up, it just straight up stops functioning. Oops. So if this completely fills and this fills up entirely, there will be no more oil production, which leads to a problem when I have, you know, fuel powered generators, which is what these are. These are taking the turbo fuel I'm making in here and turning it into electricity. It's a very intricate system that I need to iron out, but it works really, really well for now. So we have here a bunch of packaged fuel I made while it was in its beta, we'll call it that. And I essentially have the same system set up over here for rubber. So we have rubber just going on, just plugging along, same system, making the same amount, and it is also just feeding into here with more fuel. So the goal for today is honestly probably just expanding this power farm, because as you can see with this, it's close, but it's too close. Sorry, it's separate, but it's too close, because as soon as I start maxing these out properly and getting more buildings, which we're getting pretty close, a little too close for comfort, if I say. So if it maxes out, I'm gonna have to come back here and start building it again. So I think it's good to right now get this entirely set up so we don't have to worry about it later down the line. So that's pretty much the plan for this episode. It's the, let's call it the oil refinement episode. Actually, let's just call it Team America. Yeah. The difficult thing is, okay, so the only way I've done this sort of system before is I've had one or two refiners making fuel for one line of two. But with this, I've got two lots of oil, one here and one over there somewhere, making fuel for two lots of fuel generators, which are going to extend towards us. And that, it might prove a little tricky. I'm gonna have to enclose all this too because of these fucking tick things. Oh yeah, that's another thing. I got a gun. So I think I mentioned it in a previous episode, I think in Portal, that I've been playing actually no, I think I mentioned it on stream, that I've been playing way too much of this in my spare time and I need to stop, because this is exactly what happens. I've been doing so much progress, just idly plugging away at it, just getting shit done, and then, I'm way further ahead than what I was in the last episode. So that's entirely my fault, but it does sort of help streamline videos a little bit. So I can do shit like this, and then explain that that is a cluster bomb. Obviously, but it's really good for clearing shit out. It's got such a wide explosion radius. It's great for clearing out trees. And I made a fuck ton of them. Oh hey, enemies. Let's see what happens. they're all dead. Let's see what happens when I throw it on these guys. Well, I got one of them. I get this one too. I really have just become American. I'm not... Look, I'm gonna make a lot of America jokes. I do not apologize at all because I find them fucking hilarious. Not only have I been plundering the land of its oil, I'm poaching animals and using a gun while I'm doing it. Like, you cannot tell me that this isn't just America. Hell, the entire Fix-It motto is expand, explore, and exploit. No, that's not it. No, yeah, it is. Expand, explore, exploit. No, explore, expand, explore, exploit. No. I was right the first time. It's expand, explore, exploit. So we need another oil extractor facing this way. So what we're gonna have to do, I think, is we might gonna have to make a small gap, because with these, they're perfectly lined up. And I won't be able to just feed a pipe through that. So what I'm gonna have to do is I'm gonna have to leave like a gap like this, so that I can have the pipe from over there feed in correctly. But we don't need to do that right now. Oh, something I should also mention. I set up a bunch of these so that I just have materials ready to go on the fly. What's missing? Oh, concrete, because I was just using it. So we don't have to worry about running out of resources just in the middle of nowhere. Actually, something I'm gonna do right now while I'm thinking about it, I'm gonna turn... Where's here, packager? So I have a bunch of... not only do I have a bunch of spare turbo fuel, but I also have a bunch of spare empty packages. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to feed in to this, the turbo fuel, to use for my jetpack, because this shit's pretty nice. It's pretty handy. We also got Mark IV conveyor belts. Nothing else to add there. Got Mark IV. It's neat. It's very helpful. Very kind. Go to you, and then that should start spitting those out. So basically, the reason I want this turbo, or the packaged turbo fuel, simply, it's better. It just has more thrust, and you use less of it. So, if you remember the biofuel that we were using in the previous episode, it had barely any lift and it went down super quickly. While this one provides a decent amount of lift and actually takes a while to run out. So I kind of want to keep up my fuel production to make sure I'm using the best possible fuels that I have for this. Is there a better one to use? There is. Just feed this all the way down. Okay, and there. Perfect. So what I'm gonna need to do is I need refinery. Ah, fuck me. I just remembered I need to get compacted coal over here. You wanna line up? Really? Oh wait, that's why, because it's facing in a different direction. Oops. So, the way to make that fuel, the orange fuel, is you need compacted coal, which is this stuff. So I need to... How am I going to do this? Okay. So I'm going to feed all of this over to that area, and then when I get close enough, I'm going to feed it into an assembler to make compacted coal, so then I can actually make it into the material I need. This is gonna be a long process. There's a lot of moving parts. As I've said a lot, this is where the game starts to get really involved and things start to slow down. Because we were hitting milestone after milestone after milestone previously. Shit's gonna take a while now, and I'm not gonna bother working on the adaptive core units or the modular engines. Adaptive, the framework is whatever, we've already got that running. But the other stuff, hell no. We're gonna take our time with that. Oh boy. Okay, oh, sick. So I can just feed it down this way. I realize I don't know how much resources that other fucking assembler is using. So I'm gonna have to check so that I don't use too much. And let's put another route down. Where is it? There it is. I don't think this is gonna line up. Probably not quite. Whatever, we can just do this. Ah, we can't. We gotta bring it back just a tad. Like right here should be fine. Perfect. We need to make compacted coal. Wait, why is there no sulfur coming through? I'm gonna put my gun away, actually. Huh? Oh, I see. Fuck's sake. I put it in the conveyor belt, not on it. Oops. There we go. These things are so quick. They give so much speed. So nice. Yeah, so we need compacted coal to feed into there. And then I'm gonna put another conveyor belt splitter. Where is it? There it is. Right here, so we can have it ready for later. Okay, you need to make this. Yeah, but the only way I can make that is by making another thing I don't want to use. Yeah. So this is a give and take right here. Petroleum coke. I don't need that at all. So yeah, I need the... Oh, I don't need it for this. Oh, okay, then you can just fuck off. Ah, damn. So it's either make straight fuel or make rubber and oil to then make the fuel later. This is 4 cubic meters. This is also 4 cubic meters, but this is using straight oil. This is also using more oil. I'm gonna do this because then what I can do is I can grab one of these and just put it here. Slap this bitch here. So then I don't have to worry at all about it filling up entirely. And I can get rid of this. So now I put another refinery. Fuck it, let's put the refinery right here. So it feeds into this. Are you making... Oh, you're not powered. That's the one thing I always forget, is I forget to actually power my things. Ooh, this is right in the way, actually. I need to move it across. Oopsie poopsie. So I need to... Okay, how am I gonna do this then? Because this is... Yeah, that's like right in the way. So what I might have to do... yeah, okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna have it facing... So instead of having it face out like this to face into there, I might have it face this way, so then it cuts in sooner, if that makes sense. So we need oil extractor. Let me cut to that or rebuild again. Sorry guys. Alrighty, so I have it all set back up again. We got all the fuel going. We got it all nice and nice. I don't know what the fuck I'm saying. Really? Why you got nothing? You have no fuel in you. Why? Why do you have 0 fuel? How have you made nothing? But now you make some. Fuck this. You suck. Okay, so what I'll do instead is I'll just feed this into the packager. I need this one. Yep, perfect. So, while this makes my fucking turbo fuel this time, I'm going to expand the current fuel economy. By that I mean I'm gonna start pushing these generators down. Because now that this is all nice and set up, it's nice and neat, nice and pretty, this fucking thing is in the way, so I can't even do that. Why did I leave this here? I think it would also be worth going over there and doing that one now as well, so that I have it all nice and set up. But yeah, so this, oh, I'm powered. It'd help if you had fucking electricity, normally. Package turbo fuel, there we go. Now it's feeding in. Beautiful. Yeah, so it's a nice, simple system. I also fucked up, and okay, let me explain this over here. So I was expanding the platforms, obviously, and I didn't realize just how close to the ground this was, and these are now perfectly flush to the ground, so much so I can't even remove them. Nothing I can do will get rid of them. They are permanently fused to the earth, and I can't. I've essentially started terraforming this section of the planet, just randomly, unintentionally. So yeah, I have this polymer resin just flying straight into here, because I don't fucking need it. It's completely useless to me. Because I have the rubber over there and the plastic over there. Having them doing their thing just completely takes the onus of needing to make plastic or rubber off any other future fuel supplies I make, which is incredibly useful. Why is this so far forward? Oh yeah, because of that thing. Why are you so far back or forward? Okay, let me fix this up. This is not looking as pretty as I'd like it to. As pretty as a fucking factory can look, that is. There we go, nice and neat. And I could probably move this back a bit, but I don't want to disrupt this because this is going to take forever. Let me speed it up. I can. 50 a minute. How much are you making? 18 a minute? How much are you making? 30 a minute. Oh wait, no, that was the resin. Oops, hold on. 40 a minute. How much are you taking? Oh, this is in the green. So what I can do is I can take all of this out and just shove it into whatever else I need. How much compactor costs? 15, so if I triple that, that's what, 45 coal a minute? This is making, I think, 60. Yeah, 62.5 a minute. If I put in some summer sloops, I can make that 120, which means I can power 2 at max capacity. Just absolutely churning out fuel, which will power these bad boys. By the way, these don't make a small amount of electricity. These make a lot of power. That's why they're much harder to maintain, because they need to be consistently powered with... Oh wait, I need to find an active one. With 15 a minute at 4... so 15 a minute, 4 liters of 4 cubic meters of fuel every 4 seconds. That's so much fucking fuel. Currently, I do not have the infrastructure to cater to that standard at the moment. So for now, it's sort of just sitting idle. Just extend that back out. It was pointing up a bit and I didn't like it. Why is this 2? Oh, they're both 2. Oh, it's because I expanded this. That's right. That's not even... Hello? What did I... Oh, that's what I removed. Don't look at the ocean. I'm supposed to be looking at my beautiful factory. There is also trains I can unlock, which I will probably do in my spare time. And I might consider setting up a track somewhere. Is that in line? I don't think it is. It's very much not. So I might set up a track somewhere because then I can... Why is that floating? There we go. I don't know why that one's floating either. I think it might just be the terrain. Like the terrain fucked it up or something. I don't know. It's also not flush. Why is it being so painful? You gonna line up or do I have to beat you into submission? Oops. I forget I can just lock the fucking hologram. Lock you in place. Okay, it needs to go back just a tad, just a squidge. Perfect. Now I'll get you flush with it. And you're floating. I don't understand why it's raised. It's really annoying and it makes it look gross. I'm not having random gaps in it because then it looks even more disgusting. I also realized this episode's probably not going to be... It's probably going to be either a bit longer or a bit shorter because there's kind of less to do. Because I'm just getting this done and I want to show off the process because I did a lot of cutting and didn't show off a lot of what I was doing in my own time. So I want to... You know what? Fuck it. We'll make this episode longer. Because there is so much to do and I don't want to do this, I don't want to make the same mistake. Much like any person who's learning, I have to learn from my mistakes. I fucked it up. Much like any person who's learning, you have to learn from your mistakes. Fucking really? Nah, duh. Dumbass. Let me just line these up. Something I will definitely do in my own time is I will maybe get some roofs and then just make this all nice and enclosed so it looks like an actual factory and you get all those carbon emissions in your lungs. So beautiful, so tasty. Love me some good carbon emissions. You are falling behind, my good sir. Hurry the fuck up. 28.125. How much are you using? 50. I can see how that's an issue. Do I have anything I could steal? Actually, I could just steal it from this. Perfect. Now it's using 37 coal a minute. 62.25, 62.5. It's using what? 37.5. So yeah, I need just like the slightest bit more coming out of this to make sure it's equal, which is really frustrating. 16,000 a minute. They're gonna take a little over a minute to fill this order. Yeah, that's the problem with the coupons, is they grow exponentially. So you're sort of just supposed to have a shit ton of those slapped everywhere, so you can just constantly have that churning away. Because there are things that cost like thousands. If I remember, I don't have any fucking screws in me, or whatever. It's not important. A lot of the stuff in the shop at the moment is just like cosmetics, like things to put around the factory, like walls and lights and whatnot. Stuff that you don't need, but stuff that you can want. Oh, is this done? Oh, this is done. Neat. Do not get rid of that. And you. Okay, cool. So that's done. Let me fill you back up. And I'll put this... Oh, it's already full. Okay, then. So now what I can do is... how do I want to do this? Okay, so that's... Oh, perfect. Oh, that works perfectly. And I just do that. So then I can have this come through here, such like this. Come up to the edge, make you nice and flush. And then I can run... I don't know why I dequipped that. like so. And then I put a junction point right here, perfectly in line with that, and then bam! Beautiful! How awesome is that? So then what that does is it not only extends this fuel line, it also helps push it down this way as well. I don't need fuel pumps for that. It's just because as the line goes down, there's less and less fuel being pushed down the line. So you sort of need that extra like fuel like halfway through to keep up the supply for the demand. Otherwise things get a little bit messy. How do I know? I did this exact same setup in my last run and I fucked it up. It became a mess. The only annoying thing is this is just going to be leading into nowhere. Oh well. There. At the moment, I don't care that these aren't, what are they called? Overclocked, because for the moment, I just need them making power. And the good thing is, that one is now supported by that one right there. So they're both sort of bouncing off each other in a way. Where's my, there it is. Yep. Just put you right here. It looks a little gross, I know, but I kind of prefer it being in the center. It sort of keeps it nice and symmetrical. Helps with the vibe. What are you at? 5, okay. Actually, no, I'll cut you off there and then pull you down. This way. Put you right here. Who said you could connect that? Awesome. And would you look at that, this one is now done. So now this will fill up with fuel. How much are these taking? 7.5 a minute? That's perfect. Because I believe this is making, what, 50? Yeah, 46 point whatever. So that's making enough fuel to supply this. And what I can do is I can push this down here to link up with this. Because this one is going to have the same problem as that one with the hole in the center of it. And that's going to link up with this one here. So it's all going to be a nice, beautiful daisy chain. Oh, it's looking gorgeous. As gorgeous as a, you know, carbon emitting fucking soul crushing factory can look. I am out of rubber. Well, is it not just a perfect thing that I have an infinite amount of rubber right here? Sorry, I'm just changing my preferred fuel. Boom. Actually, I'm going to grab another stack. So yeah, now I have the other fuel on. Look how fucking high I go. Woo boy. Oh shit, this is going to hurt. Oh, that really hurt. So yeah, now I go real high. So then you compare that to the packaged fuel. To get the same amount, I have to go halfway down my my current stack. Really goes to show the power of the turbo fuel. Okay, I'm going to do it. I'm going to split it. I know. Actually, I could just bring it forward. I know. It's no longer symmetrical, but it solves the oh my fuck, this is disgusting. What the fuck is this Franken monster? Ew. What the fuck? Okay, let me fix this abomination. Putting it right here, and then extending it down through that to... Let's go even past it. Let's go down to here. I guess here. That's our stopping point. And just get rid of this support. Ah, there we go. It starts off wonky and then straightens up. Perfect. Get some junctions in. I'm not gonna be setting up the other fuel line because we did one. I can do the other one in my spare time. I just wanted to show the process of at least one. I don't think these are ever gonna line up properly. Nah, they're not. Okay, that's gonna do that. They're still perfectly symmetrical, so it's whatever. And then I need you to go all the way down here for me. Perfect. Okay. Oh, perfect time for the autosave. So how much are we at now? Woo! 7,375 power. Fucking gorgeous. Alright, I'm gonna kick the bucket. Actually, no, I don't need to kick the bucket. So normally when I want to head back to the original factory, I just hit respawn and just teleport all the way back there. Because it's so much quicker, but now I actually have this line of pipes, these hypertubes. I can just ride it back. So I think the next goal I'm going to go for is after I finish this, which I will do in my spare time. Now that I've shown at least a little bit of the process, I'm going to do the rest of that in my spare time. The next goal I think will either be creating another outpost somewhere, setting up more stuff for the future, because that right there is a perfect oil field. I know there are a few other ones around the map and I can do those later with more fuel to send it to other places. But for now, what I want to do is I want to set up trains, because what trains... Oh shit, I didn't take any rubber with me. Damn it. For my pipeline engineering Mark II. Damn it. Whatever, we can change that. I can sort that out later. So I want to set up trains so I can actually have all of these factories connected to one central hub, which is not, I repeat, not going to be the main factory where the space elevator and the hub is. I'm probably going to move somewhere else. I'm thinking somewhere around maybe this area, or this area right here, or maybe like somewhere off up here, because there are some good flatlands and they're sort of in between all of the places. Probably maybe here actually, because this is sort of the center of the map. Over here is like a giant desert and that's shit. I hate going over there. Over here is a lot of forest and this is mostly just wetlands. So probably stick around here somewhere, because then I can just go out this way, out this way, out this way, out that way, and out this way. It makes it all nice and neat. I'm also using a website. I don't remember the name of it, but it's essentially an interactive map for Satisfactory where you can upload your save file to the website and it automatically tracks everything you've collected and shows you where everything is. So I'm using that to find certain deposits, certain ores, what are they called? Power slugs, hard drives, summer sloops, master spheres, just all that stuff so that I can just immediately go get it and have it prepared for the episode. Also, this thing is very windy, I realize. But it's also really quick. Imagine how long this would take me to walk. I can tell you how long. 10 minutes. Because I had to walk it to build this fucking thing. Hello, coal factory. You obsolete piece of shit. Seriously, that thing is very outdated now. I could probably take some of those power shards out and put them into my oil refinery. Because those are making, what? 200 megawatts a minute? Or 200 megawatts? Which is a little unnecessary. Oh yeah, so I've cleaned up this as well. So it's all nice and neat. We got a bunch of these depots going. It's all nice and beautiful. I also made some gunpowder just so that's there and I no longer have to worry about it, and push this to the back so that with nice personal storage here. Just so everything is nice and neat and organized and tidy and beautiful and gorgeous and delicious and tasty and synonyms. God, I have so much biomass. I don't have any. I have these Mercer-spheres. I don't really need anything here, honestly. Actually, let me grab those reinforced frames. Yeah, let me chuck these in. Actually, before I do that, monorail, do you need them? No, you don't. Okay, so let me just select my spone. Okay, cool, that's done, and railways. Awesome. Oh, right, that uses 50. 1,000 steel beams. Fuck me. 0, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Perfect. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Oh yeah, I also have my SAM nice and sorted, so I don't need to worry about that. Oh wait, I don't think I showed you guys. We got this fucking thing. This is a manufacturer, so it takes more than 2 objects and smashes them into one, so we can just automate our SAM fluctuators if we want to, which right now we don't, because I can still just make them myself. I can have this here and sort of just feed the objects into it so I have them made without me sitting at a crafting bench and just idly making them, but for now I don't need to make them myself. I don't think I have any motors or anything on me. Get rid of these. I have 10 motors. Fucking wow. Okay, let me go get my industrial beams and motors and I will be back. So, went and checked on my encased steel beam production and turns out I only have 300. So I took what I have back with me and now we just have to wait for this to make more. So unfortunately, monorail may not be done this episode. In fact, we can't really do anything else this episode, and I don't think there's anything nearby to grab. Yeah, not really. What you guys have seen over there, actually? I have to go show you guys. What do I have Caterium marked? Fuck off. Crash site? Oh, over there, because I think I was missing something. So I think I might just end this episode here, honestly, because I can't get trains up and running without just sitting around and waiting for a while, and I don't have the time to do that right now, so I am going to end this episode here, unfortunately. Didn't get to do what we wanted to entirely, but we did get a solid chunk of that fuel generation done, which I'm really proud of. But I hope you guys enjoyed the fuel farm. If you did, consider leaving it a like, or let me know what you want to see in Satisfactory, or any challenges you want to impose, any ideas you have, anything. I'm always open to suggestions. If you're new to the channel, consider subscribing. We upload daily around here. And you can join the Discord in the description. Come, join the fun, join the conversation, and have a little bit of a say in what we do around here. That'll be all from me. I thank you very much for your patronage.